Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Klaus. Giving a helping hand during the holiday season is something all of us strive for. And today, we're highlighting organizations that are doing just that. But before we get started, let's see what's coming up on the show. Celebrating the holidays with a seasonal play for the entire family. And how providing shelter to families is the goal of one organization. Plus, a new career path that could have you traveling the country. That and more on this episode of Creative Living.
Habitat for Humanity gives back all year long to deserving families, but did you know they're also a resource for shopping? Here to tell us more about it is Communications Director Lindy LeVon. Hey, Lindy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. It's great to see you. I can't wait to talk about Habitat for Humanity in Lafayette. Tell us what the mission is.
So Lafayette Habitat for Humanity partners with families to help them build their homes and then purchase them at an affordable mortgage. And then an integral part of what we do, obviously, is the construction of homes. And a key revenue stream is our restores.
That's fantastic. And you're helping so many families. How many families did you service this year to get them into homes?
So in Lafayette, we average about 8 to 10 homes completed each year. So that's 8 to 10 families getting into a place that they could call home.
That is wonderful. And one of the ways that help you work with those families and build those homes is through donations. And the donations are through your store, Restore. Tell us about Restore.
Yes, so I think when everyone thinks about Habitat, they obviously think about our houses. We see the construction site, but such an important thing is we have Habitat Restores that are resale retail locations. We have 2 in Lafayette, and so when you donate your household items, if you're cleaning or remodeling or moving and you have things you can't use anymore, you could just donate them to the Restore, and all the proceeds from the Restore go straight into the construction of these homes.
Lindy, tell us what type of donations you accept.
So we accept a lot, so many things, virtually everything: furniture, home decor, appliances, building materials. If you're remodeling a room, you have excess materials, you can donate those to the Restore. We accept gently used items as well as brand new items. So pretty much if you can think of it, you can donate it to the Restore.
Yeah, and we know that instead of throwing something out, donating it to Habitat for Humanity is a great way to help the environment. What's one of the most unusual things that's been donated?
We get so many fun and wonderful things. I think it gets the most interesting when we get lamps. There's so many varieties. The base of the lamp, we've had animals like camels on a lamp, monkeys, things like that. But then we get super interesting pieces, antiques, family heirlooms, wonderful pianos and things like that.
How crucial are these donations to you?
The Restore plays a huge part in our ability to build houses here in Lafayette. And so the more you shop and donate at the Restore, the bigger impact you're having in the community.
And one of the great things about Lafayette Habitat for Humanity is that local donations stay local.
It's a really beautiful local cycle. Everything we have in the store comes from our local community. It comes from individuals, businesses who donate to us. And then Lafayette Habitat in turn turns around and we build in Lafayette. And so everything, all the proceeds, everything that comes out of the Restore goes right back into Lafayette.
Lindy, tell us, if somebody has a donation, how can they get in touch with you?
Sure, so they would just visit our website. It's restorelafayette.org, and that's the best way to find us. You could schedule your pickup for your donations there, find out some of the things we have in the store. It's the best hub for all your information.
Lindy, great information. Thank you so much. And if you want to learn more about Lafayette Habitat for Humanity, just head to their website.
Celebrating the holidays isn't complete for many families without seeing a play. And the production of Ms. Bennett, Christmas at Pemberley, is the perfect holiday treat.
Hi, my name is Sean Daniels, and I'm the Kasser Family Artistic Director of Arizona Theater Company. It's amazing to be back in the theater. I think we've all missed so much just what it is to be with other people. I mean, you laugh differently when you're with other people than when you're home alone. And the amazing thing that's happening this season is that everyone who comes to the theater has made a choice to be there.
Hi, my name's Jessica Jane, and I'm playing Mary Bennett in Miss Bennet, Christmas at Pemberley. If you are familiar with Pride and Prejudice, you know her as the awkward, uncomfortable, kind of lonesome middle sister. She's the one who gets scolded for playing the piano too much at the Netherfield Ball. But in our play, Mary has grown up a little, and she's not so lonesome, and she's finding her place in the world, but she's still a big nerd. I'm a huge fan of Jane Austen. Anything Jane Austen, anything Regency was something I read when I was a kid and a teenager and now an adult. I think our playwright talked about how she read Pride and Prejudice almost every year, and I'm about the same.
2 years afterwards, we catch up with Mary, who is, the middle sister that doesn't really get the same ink that the rest of the sisters do. And it's a chance for us to not only celebrate Christmas, but to do that with some of our favorite, characters from literature all together. Elizabeth Darcy, Fitzwilliam Darcy. And so what I love about the show is that it's a family-friendly, just charming evening. It's a little bit like eating frosting for dinner, but I enjoy that at the holidays. So, we say to anybody, if you have a family, if you have kids, if you have people of any ages, Christmas at Pemberley is really the show for you. This is our 54th season, but it actually is the first time in a while that we have done a holiday show. And one of the changes that we made over the break was to adjust our schedule so that it could be a part of the season. Now, I love holiday programming because I think for so many families, it's their only time that they come to the theater. For so many people, it's their first time coming to the theater. We get to be the people that introduce the art form to them. And so when I was trying to figure out what show does that, Christmas at Pemberley, I think by Lauren Gunderson and Margot Melcon, I feel like is that. The best way to stay in contact with us is atc.org or to go on to any of the social media platforms that you prefer. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, put in Arizona Theater and you'll find us. If you want to come to our theater, if you want to go on social media, if you want to go on our website, we will directly connect you with our artists. You'll get to see them before the rest of the world, and you'll get to feel like you have a personal connection with them, and they'll get to know you. And that's what Arizona Theater Company is all about.
You can provide a helping hand this holiday by donating your time to a local charity. Whether it's a food bank or visiting with seniors, volunteers are always needed in the community. So find your favorite cause and see where you can be of service. Stick around, there's more creative living coming your way. For some seniors, getting a meal delivered is more than just food. It's a connection. And the Meals on Wheels program of Rhode Island is empowering seniors in their community, one meal at a time.
It's such an honor and a privilege to serve as the executive director at Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island. When I think back to March of 2020, it was very early in the pandemic environment, but we knew one thing, that older adults were going to be disproportionately impacted by the virus. So we really swung into action to think about what the need could be for older adults statewide, and then to really charge forward and think about how Meals on Wheels, or never mind think about, actually serve and have Meals on Wheels on the front line, responding to the need and keeping older adults safe in their home. Meals on Wheels of Rhode Island delivers 1,500 meals each weekday statewide. During the pandemic, we operated without disruption, serving over 500,000 meals to Rhode Island's older adults. And during the pandemic, our clients told us the Meals on Wheels volunteer is the only person I'm seeing right now. And so it helped them rest assured that they would not only be receiving a nutritious meal, but a safety check and a friendly face at the other side of the door during a very difficult and scary time for all of us. But we wouldn't have been able to do it without our volunteers, who were incredible. They were delivery heroes for our older adults. Each weekday, not missing a beat, without disruption, knocking on the door, bringing that meal, and bringing that friendly face and that smile, letting our older adults know that we were all gonna be okay. Our operating budget relies on donors, generous individuals, foundations, grants, corporate sponsorships. And so we need the support of our donors to be able to deliver on our more than a meal model. This year, due to the pandemic environment, we were unable to host our annual fundraiser in person. We need support more than ever. Each year, we have to raise over $550,000 to implement our mission. The all-inclusive cost of one home-delivered meal is $9.61. So we always ask people to consider that as a donation amount and sponsor one home-delivered meal in the community. Here in Rhode Island, we have an aging population. In the next 10 years, we're gonna add 100,000 seniors to our state population. And we're leaning towards 1 in 4 Rhode Islanders being an older adult. And so that makes us stop and think, what supports will these Rhode Islanders need to age in place, to stay at home, and to make sure that they have access to the care they need? We're all managing a complicated pandemic environment, the demands of work and family, but just to know each day that Meals on Wheels delivers more than a meal, a smile, a life-saving safety check to 1,500 Rhode Islanders statewide is just so incredible.
Today's cars come with a lot of high-tech options, and we're not talking about CD players. Here to give us all the information on the latest technology is Autotrader's executive editor, Brian Moody. Hey, Brian.
Hey, thanks for having me. I wish there were CD players because I have some sweet mixed discs that are not getting used right now.
I'm sure you can figure out a way to put a CD player in your car, Brian. I know there's a way. Tell us about some of the best new automotive technologies for 2022.
So there are several to look at. First, lots of compelling safety features, and most of those come with new cars. There's also an abundance of either available now or upcoming electric pickup trucks. Also, there's a car called the Lucid Air, which looks like it's going to beat Tesla at their own game. It's really slick looking, long range, high horsepower. Of course, it's expensive. But then there's also a little more affordable things, ways to kind of personalize your car. So there are LED lights that you can use on your classic car. So if you want to update the lighting on your old car, you can do that. And there's also Android OS, which is like an operating system for cars. So imagine if Android or Apple or whoever you want to see it really created the entire ecosystem for the in-car interface. And Android has done that for a manufacturer called Polestar. So those are some of the things that we're looking forward to in the upcoming year that are kind of cool and high tech.
Safety is always a big concern. So what type of safety features should consumers be looking for?
So almost every car, of course, it was mandated, new cars have rear backup cameras. That's just the beginning. But really the way the technology is going is toward blind spot monitoring. So that will give you a little flash if there's a car on your blind spot, or it might have a sound. Some cars actually have blind spot prevention, which means if you go to turn into a lane where there's a car there, your car, the software, the cameras all work together to not let you turn into that lane.
Now, CES is a big show and is right around the corner. So what are some of the top auto tech trends that you're hoping to see?
I think there's going to be a lot more in terms of safety. I think that we really haven't even scratched the surface in terms of what safety features can be offered. And that's going to come largely at let's say driver assist feature. So a lot of times people refer to this as autonomous driving or autonomous cars. That's not really the right way to say it. I mean, a truly autonomous car would be one where you would say, hey, let's go to work. And the car would say, I'd rather go to the beach. That's autonomous. That's autonomy. But there's going to be a lot of automated features such as automated steering, lane changing, braking, and those types of things. I think we'll see that at CES. And also the personalization thing, not just inside the car, but ways of personalizing the hardware, maybe the wheels or the hard points or paint.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you'd like more information on new auto tech trends, just head to Autotrader's website.
If you're a pet lover, there's a way to give back that will benefit you as well. Local shelters are always looking for volunteers to help foster animals or help walk dogs. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So reach out to your local animal rescue to see if you can help out. But don't go for that walk just yet. We have more to come on Creative Living. A way to help with the supply chain shortages while starting a new career path. Finding a home in this competitive market isn't easy, and the experts at Manual Builders explain why building new might be the best option.
I'm Hannah Swain and I'm a building consultant at Manual Builders. It's a great time to start thinking about building a new home at the beginning of a year, just because the holidays just concluded and you can kind of take inventory on some things maybe you needed in your home that you didn't have. So extra living space for out-of-town guests, outdoor entertaining area, all of those things are great to consider when thinking about building a new home. I think some of the biggest advantages when building with Manual Builders is you'll have a whole team behind you throughout the entire process. You'll have someone helping you through every step in navigating, designing your home, picking out paint colors, flooring, all of those things. You'll have someone here to help you out. Everything's taken care of here at our design center or out at your property, so you won't have to run around town looking for different things that you might need to start construction. At Manual Builders, we have a lot of different options that we can offer to you. We can build on your own property, a custom home, or you can move into one of our communities where we have ready-to-move-in homes, and we also have lots and plans for you to choose from within that community. Some things you should consider when thinking about building a new home is how do you use your space? Do you need more bedrooms for a growing family, entertaining space for guests, and a guest bedroom for out-of-town guests, outdoor space? All of these things are important to think about because you want to make sure your new home fits all of those needs. The first step to start the building process would be to call our office and get a consultation scheduled with one of our building consultants. And I also always tell homeowners to start familiarizing themselves with our floor plans on our website at manualbuilders.com. This will help you get a feel for what you're looking for and what you like. If you come in now for a consultation, we can have you in your home before the holidays next year. If building a new home is not right for your family, but you're still looking for a new home, we have move-in ready homes available on our website. You can definitely look at these in some of our lovely communities. At Manual Builders, we don't want to just build you a house, we want to build you a home.
Stick around, we've got more coming your way on Creative Living. A career change that could have you traveling the country while getting paid. The supply shortages are still causing issues, and the need for truck drivers is apparent. One company is helping to fill that need with free employer-sponsored training to start your career.
Why Eagle is because the shirt says, welcome home to family. It is family. They will give you every opportunity, every help you need to succeed in this industry.
Eagle is a great company. Like, I enjoy everyone here. They are willing to help you progress further from who you are. They're very family oriented. company and that they will have your back. If you need some home time, you need to take a long period of time, they're there for you.
Eagle KMC is family operated company in Tucson, Arizona. We also have a satellite yard in Phoenix. Eagle has the EST program. The EST program is an employer-sponsored training program. Basically no cost to the student. It's a quick turnaround to get guaranteed employment. So you do sign the 9-month pledge and hopefully stay for your 9 months. After that, you're free to go, free to stay. We'd like you to stay. So it makes us a little different than most companies where you're paying at tuition. A student can typically finish the program in 2 to 3 weeks, then come to work for Eagle. But it really does depend on the student, has to be dedicated and put a lot of hard work into it.
CDL schools are not cheap. You're getting loans for about maybe like $5,000 to $6,000 just for a 3 to a month course. I was just passing through. They didn't even look at other places. It was just a free CDL. I know CDL costs money. So when I saw the sign when I was passing through Eagle, I went for it.
I've been in some different industries. I've been an aviation mechanic for 13 years, but I tore my ACL in half. I couldn't come back doing the heavy loads, but I'm not a desk kind of job person. I like to be moving, and trucking just seemed like the next logical step. I was able to get a new career in a short amount of time and be able to make a decent living. And with Eagle, that came true.
The trucking industry right now is in high demand due to the driver shortage. Basically, most new drivers make $55,000 their first year. We do have availability of different home time options. Also, you get to travel, see the United States for free and get paid for it. Has great opportunities for people to take their home time wherever they want to take their home time. They don't have to come to Tucson. So if they have family, the family can fly to where they want to go and the driver can get paid to where they want to go. So if you've been looking for a career change, we certainly have one for you. So come on down to Eagle Transportation, Tucson, Arizona, and give us a try. Take a look at what we have to offer, and we really appreciate seeing you.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on Creative Living. I'm Jane Klaus. Happy holidays, everybody. I'll see you next time.